Before we begin, take a deep breath with me. If your spirit is open and ready to receive wisdom, type I believe or I receive in the comments right now. Let the world know that your heart is ready for guidance, truth, and inner strength. And while you're there, remember to like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications so you never miss another message made just for your soul. I'm truly glad you're here. Tonight or whenever you are listening, you and I are sharing a sacred moment across time. You could be anywhere, doing anything, yet you chose to be here. That tells me something about you. It tells me you're searching for truth, for balance, for wisdom that doesn't fade with the news cycle or get lost in noise. And who better to guide us than Marcus Aurelius? A man who ruled an empire yet fought his greatest battles within his own mind. His words aren't just ancient. They are alive, breathing quietly in the background of time, waiting to speak to those who are willing to listen. So, let this feel personal. This is not a lecture. This is a quiet conversation between you and me, between your heart and the voice of ancient wisdom. If anything I say reaches something deep inside you, don't keep it to yourself. Let your voice be heard in the comments. And if you're new here, I invite you again. Subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel and join this growing family of seekers. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. I want you to think about that for a moment. So much of our suffering comes from wishing life, people, circumstances would bend to our desires. But the world rarely moves for us. Instead, it's our thoughts that can bend, shift, align. When you understand this, you begin to step into a kind of quiet power, one that no one can take away from you. Not betrayal, not heartbreak, not uncertainty. Maybe you're watching this while your heart feels heavy. Maybe life hasn't gone as you planned. Maybe someone disappointed you or you're scared of the future. Marcus would tell you, do not run from these feelings. Look at them clearly and say, this too is part of life. As he said, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Your pain is real, but your relationship to that pain can change. You don't need the world to soften. Sometimes you need your perspective to grow stronger. Let me speak directly to you. You have survived things that once felt impossible. You've carried burdens no one else knows about. And still, here you are. That means there is something fierce and unbroken inside you. I want you to honor that strength. Don't say you are weak. You are not weak, you are weary. And weariness can be healed. But weakness is a lie you should never tell yourself again. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." How many nights have you laid awake, suffering over things that haven't even happened yet? Thoughts that spiral. What if it goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I'm alone? You see, your mind is powerful. But without discipline, it becomes like an untrained wild horse running in every direction, dragging you through fear after fear. But with wisdom, with stillness, with practice, you can take the reins. That is why this moment matters. This time you are giving to wisdom is not wasted. You are strengthening the mind. You are choosing clarity over chaos. If these words speak to you, pause for just a moment and like this video. It helps this message reach others who are silently fighting their battles too. Marcus Aurelius did not live an easy life. He lost children. He faced wars, betrayals, plagues. Yet instead of becoming bitter, he wrote to himself, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think of your problems right now. What if they aren't blocking your path, but are actually part of the path itself? What if your heartbreak is teaching you deeper love? Your struggle teaching you discipline? Your disappointment teaching you independence? You see, life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. Even when you cannot see the full picture yet. Maybe you doubt your worth sometimes. Maybe you compare yourself to others, scrolling through perfect images and perfect lives. But Stoicism reminds you, your value is not in how others see you, but in how you see yourself. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom is not doing whatever you want. True freedom is waking up with peace in your heart because your mind is calm. Your purpose is clear, and your actions align with your values. Let me ask you something, and I want you to answer this in your heart. When was the last time you were truly present? Not thinking about yesterday, not fearing tomorrow. Just here, now, listening, breathing, existing. Marcus said, "Confine yourself to the present. This moment is the only thing you can truly hold. The past is memory. The future is imagination. The present is real life. So many of us live like ghosts, haunted by what has already happened or by what might happen. But I want you to take this moment, right now, and simply be here. Feel your breath. Feel the weight of your body. Feel your heart beating. You are alive, and that is no small thing. You may feel alone sometimes, but listen carefully, you are not alone here. There are thousands of souls listening with you right now all over the world. People who also feel the quiet pain you feel. People who also want peace. If you're with me, if you're listening from your heart, not just your ears, write "I believe" in the comments. Let the world know you're here, and don't forget, subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel. More messages are coming. Messages that speak to your strength, your purpose, your faith. Seneca also said, "He who is brave is free." Being brave doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you don't let fear control your choices. It means you show up anyway. It means you speak when your voice cracks, you try again when you fail, you love even if you've been hurt. As you listen, I want you to reflect on something simple yet profound. Your life is not an accident. You are here for a reason. Everything you've experienced has shaped you, not destroyed you, shaped you. Marcus believed that every soul is given the strength it needs for the path it must walk. So if your path is hard, maybe it's because your spirit is strong. Before I continue, gently tap the like button if this message is touching something in you. It tells me to keep going. It tells the algorithm that wisdom still matters. And as we move forward in this journey together, keep listening with your heart open. There is more to come. More healing. More strength. More truth. Thank you for staying with me. If you haven't already, type "I receive" or "I believe" in the comments. Not just as words, but as a declaration that you are ready to grow, ready to learn, and ready to step into a calmer and wiser version of yourself. And while you're here, remember to like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel, so these messages continue to find you when you need them most. Now, let's go deeper into the heart of Marcus Aurelius' wisdom, not as philosophy from a distant emperor, but as personal instructions to you. Right here, in The Life You're Living, Marcus wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Think about that. If every thought has a color, what colors are you painting your soul with every day? Are they colors of peace or anxiety, of faith or fear? This isn't just poetic language. This is a reminder that your thoughts are not just fleeting winds. They shape who you become. If you feed your mind with bitterness, anger, envy, your spirit will wear those colors. But if you feed it with gratitude, patience, and acceptance, the soul becomes calm and radiant. That's why your inner dialogue matters. The way you speak to yourself when no one else can hear, it matters. You may forgive others easily, but do you forgive yourself? You may encourage people you love, but do you encourage your own heart? Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself in his writings, "Do not waste what remains of your life in arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In your own life, this means stop saying, "One day I will be stronger, kinder, disciplined." No, be it now. In small ways. In how you speak, how you respond, how you rise after a fall. You might say, "But I've made mistakes. I've failed." Good, those are your teachers. Seneca said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." What you call failure might be the closing of a door that was never meant for you. What you call regret might be the soil from which your next growth will rise. Don't despise your past. It trained you for the life you are about to build. Maybe today you woke up with worry. Worry about money, your family, your direction in life. You try to control every detail because somewhere inside, you're scared of losing control altogether. But hear this, "Fate leads the willing and drags the unwilling," said Seneca. You don't have to force life. You need to flow with it, not with passiveness, but with trust. Do your part and release the part that isn't yours to carry. And yet trust doesn't mean you sit and wait for miracles without action. Marcus Aurelius believed in living with purpose. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Stop waiting to feel ready before you start changing your life. Don't wait for January 1st or for someone to apologize or for the world to calm down. Begin now. Change your habits now. Speak kindly now. Wake up with purpose now. Let me speak to the part of you that feels tired. You don't have to be perfect to begin again. You don't need all the answers to take one step forward. Your life doesn't need to be flawless to be meaningful. There is beauty in a life that's been tested. There is beauty in a soul that still tries. You see, Marcus faced battles we can barely imagine. Wars, plague, betrayal from those he trusted. Yet he sat alone with his journal and wrote words not to be published, but to remind himself how to live. These writings became his book Meditations. They were never meant for anyone else, yet today they speak to millions. Why? Because the human heart has not changed in 2,000 years. We still bleed with sorrow, still struggle with doubt, still crave peace. And peace, true peace, is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of inner strength. Marcus said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." You carry your peace with you. No one can take it unless you hand it over. Right now, I want you to ask yourself, what am I handing my peace to? Is it to someone's opinion of me? To a past heartbreak? To a future that hasn't even arrived? You are allowed to take it back. You are allowed to say, this is my mind. This is my soul. I choose what lives here. If this message is reaching you, take a moment to like this video. It lets me know you're still with me. And more importantly, it helps this wisdom reach someone who might be silently breaking inside. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel. This family is growing, one awakened soul at a time. Let me bring you closer into this moment. Imagine Marcus Aurelius speaking directly to you. You have power over your mind. He isn't talking to someone else. He's talking to you. To the person who feels like their emotions control them. To the one who feels lost in their own thoughts. You right now are being reminded you are not powerless. You are simply untrained. And training begins with awareness. Start noticing your thoughts. Observe them like clouds passing through the sky. You don't need to fight them or believe them. Just notice them. And when a thought brings fear, remind yourself, this thought is not me. It is only weather passing through my mind. I am the sky, wide and untouched. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Life will bring storms. People will disappoint you. Plans will collapse. But your response, that is where your power lies. You can panic or you can breathe. You can blame or you can learn. You can quit or you can endure, and I want you to endure. Because I believe in you, even if we've never met. I believe that if you're still listening, it's because somewhere inside you believe it too. And if you do, write it in the comments again. I believe. Let this be your declaration of strength, of return, of inner awakening. You are doing better than you think you are. The fact that you are seeking wisdom already sets you apart from the world that rushes and distracts itself. Most people run from pain. You are learning from it. Most people drown in their emotions. You are breathing through them. Before we move on, gently tap that like button if you haven't already. And be sure to subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel for more messages like this. Messages that don't just inform your mind, but speak to your soul. If your heart is still open and you're ready to receive the next part of this message, type I receive or I believe in the comments right now. Let it be your way of saying I'm present, I'm listening, I'm growing. And before we go deeper, don't forget to like this video so more souls can find it, and subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel for more guidance, more truth and more light. Let's continue. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." How often do you wake up and forget this? You grab your phone, check messages, think of what went wrong yesterday or worry about what might go wrong today. But what if instead the first thought in your mind was gratitude? Gratitude not for a perfect life, but for life itself. Because life, even when imperfect, is still a gift that millions no longer have. Maybe your mornings feel like a battle. Your thoughts are heavy, your energy low. But remember this, being alive today means life is not done with you. You still have chapters to write, people to meet, love to give, and peace to discover. There is purpose in your breathing. So the next time you wake up, place your hand on your chest, feel your heartbeat, and quietly say, "Thank you. I'm still here." Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it gives you the strength to rise and carry it more gently. Marcus also said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." We often believe happiness lives in the next achievement, the next relationship, the next paycheck. But happiness has never lived in the future. It lives in how you choose to see the present. You could have all you dream of, yet still feel empty if your mind refuses to be content. And you could have very little yet feel rich if your heart is filled with gratitude for simple things. Sunlight through your window, someone asking if you're okay, the taste of warm tea, the feeling of quiet. I want you to ask yourself now, what simple things have I forgotten to appreciate? The bed you slept in, the water you drink, the device you're using to hear this message. These are things someone somewhere is praying for right now. Gratitude transforms not just your heart but your vision. You begin to see blessings where others see nothing. But gratitude alone is not enough. Stoicism also teaches responsibility. Marcus reminded himself daily to live with purpose and integrity. He said, "Do every act of your life as if it were your last." This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to wake you. If this were your last day alive, how would you treat the people you love? What words would you speak? What grudges would you release? What dreams would you finally begin? Most people live like they have infinite time. They waste days being angry, jealous, or ungrateful. They put off kindness. They silence love. They wait. But you and I, we are not promised tomorrow. That is not meant to fill you with fear, but with urgency and tenderness. Let love not remain unspoken. Let your kindness not remain only an intention. Make it action. Epictetus said, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself?" This is your life. You cannot keep waiting for everything to fall into place before you start living like you deserve peace. Now is the time to set boundaries. Now is the time to choose healing over pain, growth over comfort, truth over approval. No more waiting for validation. Your worth does not depend on someone else finally seeing it. And yes, sometimes living with strength means letting go. Letting go of what you cannot control. Letting go of people who continuously hurt you. Letting go of the life you expected in order to embrace the one you are given. Marcus wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" This doesn't mean resigning to despair. It means trusting that even what you do not understand might be shaping you for something greater. I want to speak to the tired heart inside you, the one that keeps going even when it's drained, the one that keeps loving even when love hasn't always been fair. You are stronger than you know. But strength doesn't mean holding everything together all the time. Sometimes strength is asking for help. Sometimes strength is resting without guilt. Sometimes strength is crying, not because you're weak, but because you've been strong for too long. So breathe. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to return to yourself. The self that is calm beneath the chaos, the self that is wiser than fear, the self that knows how to stand still in the middle of a storm. And if that feels hard, remember what Marcus said. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Change is constant. But your inner world, your thoughts, your values, your reactions, these are yours to shape. As you listen to this, if something is touching you, let it be felt. You don't need to pretend. You don't need to be tough all the time. You just need to be open. And if you're still with me, type "I receive" in the comments. Let's fill this space with people who are not ashamed to grow. And if you haven't yet, take a moment to like this video. It truly helps more people find this message. And please subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel so this voice can reach you again when you need it. Before I go on, think about this. You don't have to fix your entire life today. You just need to take one step. And maybe that one step is simply choosing to listen, to reflect, to care for your inner world. Before we close this journey together, take a moment with me. If your heart is still open, if something in these words has awakened strength, peace, or quiet reflection within you, write "blessed and ready" in the comments below. Let that be your final affirmation, a declaration that you are not just listening to wisdom but choosing to live it. And please, if you haven't already, like this video and subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel and turn on all notifications so this voice of calm, truth, and renewal can continue to meet you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Remember how short is the time which is allotted you, and for your own part, use it as a man of sense and goodness would, with courage and honesty." You and I don't know how many days we have left, but we do know this, and today this moment is yours. This breath, this awareness, this opportunity to live with intention is still in your hands, and that is more than enough to begin again. Do not wait for life to be easier to find peace. Do not wait for all wounds to heal before you choose to love again. Do not wait for the world to slow down to start living deliberately. Peace is not waiting for you somewhere outside. It is waiting for you within. As Marcus said, look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look there. That strength, that calm, that guidance, It has never left you. It was only waiting for your attention. Maybe you felt lost. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to remind you that you're still capable of purpose. Let this be that moment. Let this be that reminder. There is still time to forgive. There is still time to grow. There is still time to become the person your soul has been quietly urging you to be. Your flaws do not disqualify you, they prepare you. Your pain does not make you unworthy. It makes you more understanding. The world doesn't need perfect people. It needs present people. People who are awake, compassionate, disciplined, and grounded in truth. Marcus Aurelius looked at his own life, the empire, the losses, the betrayals, and still chose kindness. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You don't need louder opinions or more validation. You need action. Real, meaningful, gentle action. Speak with kindness even if others do not. Show integrity even when no one applauds. Love quietly. Work diligently. And most importantly, guard your inner world. Let others rush, let others judge, let others live for applause. You must live for truth. Live for virtue. Live for the small sacred moments. When you share a meal. When you forgive someone. When you look at the sky and feel wonder again. When you place your hand over your heart and feel it beating. These are not ordinary things. They are miracles disguised as life. So here at the end of this message, I ask you one last time. Choose presence. Choose gratitude. Choose courage. This world will test you. It will misunderstand you. It will sometimes break your heart. But if you hold on to wisdom, if you practice stillness, if you protect your mind and keep your heart open, you will not be defeated. You will rise above, not with arrogance, but with grace. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." So say it now, even if quietly in your heart. Say who you choose to become, peaceful, disciplined, loving, unwavering. And then live in that direction, even if imperfectly. Every sunrise will give you another chance. If you are still with me, type blessed and ready in the comments. Let's fill this space with the voices of people ready to walk forward in strength and serenity. And please like this video to help it reach others searching for what you found here. Subscribe to the Wisdom Within channel and turn on notifications, because this is not the end of the journey. More wisdom is coming, more truth, more reminders of who you are meant to be. Thank you for allowing me to speak to your soul. Thank you for listening with your heart, not just your ears. Until we meet again in the next video, stay grounded, stay grateful, and stay courageous. You are blessed and ready.